Good, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to Encounters, the late night UFO talk show. I'm your host, CmdrAleon, and we're live here with our Ashtar Command Q&A. I'm your host, CmdrAleon, and we're live here with our Ashtar Command Q&A, East Coast, and it's good to have everybody coming out all over the world. Hopefully, the East Coast, and it's good to have everybody coming out all over the world. Hopefully, cannot something. Let me see if we could. I'm watching the screen to see if I see people coming in here, but I don't know what's happening with the internet. Nick Green, welcome. Wendy, welcome. It's not frozen anymore. Okay. Nick Green, welcome. Wendy, welcome. It's not frozen anymore. Okay. Okay. Hopefully people can see me. Do we have? What's it working now? Is the Wi-Fi working? Hey, this is CmdrAleon. Now it seems to be working. Okay. Welcome to the show. I'm sorry about that. It looks like there was a glitch on TikTok. Okay, now I see everybody. Yeah, I think it's TikTok. It would have to freeze up on a Friday night. But I'm glad you're here. With TikTok's technical problems, we'll do the best we can here. Thank you for the likes. We appreciate it, K. Smith. Journey, welcome to the show. Thank you. This is one of my multicolored tie-dye shirts. Thank you, Rita. Kathy Starr, welcome to the show. Now I'm seeing people. Hey, Michelle, good to see you. And we're 11 after 11. Pale Horse, welcome. Alundra, welcome. Hey, Carrie79, we're back. Yeah, we had a glitch on the TikTok here, but it seems to be working now. First time visitor, Misty, welcome to the show. I'm glad you're here. Many blessings. Bernie, good to see you. Soto. Judy McLean, hey, thanks for the likes. Coach Elizabeth, welcome, Coach. TK, thanks for the likes. Michelle, everybody out here. We're going to have a really good program tonight. Thank you for sharing the live, Cynthia. Judy McLean, thank you. Brenda, welcome to our show. Marielle, good to see you. So I'm CmdrAleon, the host of the show on Encounters, and I am also host of WESU's Sunday morning show, Ashtar Command Radio, for 21 years. I'm a contactee. I work with the Ashtar Galactic Command. Hey, Mary, good to see you. Welcome. User 154, welcome. Pretty Angel, thanks for the likes. Karen Bowden, welcome. Dennis, welcome to the show. Everybody, welcome wherever you are. So tonight we're going to do Q&A. We're going to be also having, hey, greetings, Mel Sings. We're going to have our friends of the Ashtar Command on our ship up in Vermont. We're going to have them also be part of the show, and we'll be communicating with them through music and possibly through TikTok. So we'll see. And April should be on here in a little bit. Let's see. Tug Waha, good evening. Lisa Odum, good evening. The Orb Whispers, hey, the Orb Whispers, good evening. Good to have everybody coming in here. Terry 248. And hey, Willie, good to see you. What is the C5 event? When is? Oh, that's happening on April the 5th, 13th. That's next Saturday. Weather is supposed to be good. Hey, Rhonda. It's going to be in Connecticut. People that are in the region who wish to join us could actually email me at CmdrAleon@AOL.com. If you're interested and you're in the region, of course, feel free to email me about more particulars regarding our C5 event. Welcome, Don, to the show. I see some new faces here. So it's still early. Hey, Ken, thank you for joining us. Miss Lisa, good evening. Carol Susie Q, thank you for joining us. And when we got on, there was a glitch on TikTok, so there was like 120 people in here, and then all of a sudden TikTok went crazy, and who knows what happened. So, Laura J, welcome. So I'm just saying some welcoming here. And you're in time for the show. Judy White, thank you for the share. Scott Hammond, it's good to have you with us. Hey, frequencies everything. Yo, back to you. Free Man Advocate, welcome to the show. Hello. Hey, there she is. So, we are here live, and we're going to get started soon. When April's ready to come up, we'll give her a chance to breathe and get in here. Good evening. Deborah, hello. And we have a lot of things to share tonight. Rosalind Robinson, welcome to the show. And now TikTok is saying it's notifying viewers of my live. Good. It's a little bit delayed, TikTok, in notifying my viewers of my live. So hopefully the algorithm will notify lots of people. There we go. Now we're up to 120, where we should be, and higher. Good to see you, everybody. Really, it is good to see everybody. Love and light. And the most important thing with the command is we operate always in the frequency of love. And if people don't operate in the frequency of love, we'll know it just by their comments or what they say. Romeo, good to see you. Blessings. Hey, Brother Rich, good morning, good evening. Tomorrow it'll be good morning. Diane Bristol, welcome to the show. Paranormal Ghostbusters, hello again. Good to have everybody with us. And as soon as April's ready to come up, she can just come on up and we'll bring her up here. I'm going to just press the invite button, and as soon as she's ready to come up, we'll bring her up here. She's ready to come up, I think. I believe so. And here we go. Everything's working. I have to turn my volume up here.
Hello.
Hey, good evening, sister. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. And we're glad to be on here tonight on a Friday night with our Ashtar Command program, strictly focused on the Ashtar Command. I know a lot of people might not know about the command or have learned about it or heard about it a little bit. So this is a night where April and I can answer questions. We'll share information with you. Our space family is listening on April's other phone to the show, and they are also able to communicate verbally with April where she is, because she's right there. So if they say anything, she can just relay it onto the live here. So that's easy to do. We also at times will have our family on the ships choose a song with a message during the night that they wish to play. You never know when they're going to do that, but if they hear something they want to message us about related to our conversation, they will actually participate. So understand that we are in right now tonight. We are in also. They are listening and watching the program from the spaceship.
Absolutely.
So April, welcome to the show. It's good to see you.
Hello, everybody. Sorry I had to end my live so quickly. My daughter dropped a diamond out of her ring, and
oh no!
freaking out about it. Yes. So we had to go on the hunt very quickly before the animals, one of them ate it.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been good if the animals ate it. Then you'd be in
Uh-uh.
trouble.
No.
So let's jump into things here. It's good to have everybody here. And there's a lot of stuff going on, and we've been holding a lot of stuff until tonight. So I'm going to turn it over to April. And where would you like to start? What new things would you like to share?
Well, for starters, not well, it's been 2 nights now. I went with them again. We had another visit, and this time I was gone for 11 days and was clocked at 37 minutes being gone. Um,
Wow.
I, I've learned a little technique because when I'm put into the suit, I'm taken out of my clothing that I have on, whatever that is, whatever it may be. I'm taken out of it and like immediately like put into a suit. And the suit has translation devices in it, and it allows me to breathe their oxygen because their oxygen is very similar to ours, but just a little off. So I would have labored breathing. So the suit helps me to breathe in their air. Um, and when I'm on their ships. So this time, I wasn't like quite sure why they had, because usually they if they come, they're like coming like once every 2 weeks ish, something like
Yeah.
that. But they came quickly this time, and it was because
Wow.
I guess when they were listening to the broadcast and when all that stuff was happening with that lady, Tammy, it was because when she was on our live, they were listening, and they weren't aware that the um lower vibrational ETs were emitting out fear to Tammy's property, and that's when they went to go help. But when they came and got me, they actually took me to one of those sites because I've been listening to a lot of testimonies from other space beings about our pollution and what it has been doing
Hmm.
to the air and to our planet, and what it's been doing to them, and how it's been affecting other beings and other planets and things like that.
Hmm.
But this time they took me because a lot of people have had questions about and have been worried about these lower vibrational ETs that are lower vibrational entities or beings that are here hiding in plain sight on our planet. And if you don't know, the Ashtar Command has quietly been gathering them up and getting them off the planet. Um, and so, in order for them to do that, because some of these beings aren't, real great, that they
Right.
have given that what they're doing is because the Ashtar Command doesn't want to hurt anybody. They're
Right.
enlightened beings, so they're giving them a choice. They're giving them choice. They're saying either you're leaving off planet or there's going to be consequences. So they're giving them
Yeah.
choice.
Absolutely.
And so what they're doing is they have these they're like ports that they have in different parts of the world. And I actually got to go to the one that was actually by Tammy's place. And what was going on there was is that they had what they do. And the question about them building ships and all that weird crazy stuff that was going on is
Yeah.
what's happening is they are building ships there on site, and basically these ships are one-way ships, and
Hmm.
what they do is they give these darker entities a choice. They're like, either you can leave peacefully and get off planet, and we're putting you in one of our vessels. That way we know you're not backtracking around and coming back and hiding some
Right.
other place.
That's right.
Um,
Yeah.
and they're escorted, so that's why she was seeing ships following with them, and
Ah.
different beings, is because whatever and dark entity it is that they're collecting, they are taking these beings and putting them on these one-way ships that they are building and sending them up escorted to make sure they are leaving the planet. And
Right.
then
They're escorting them. Yeah.
if they give any grief, then they're put into a portal. They're put through a portal,
Interesting.
so that
Interesting.
there's there's
That's what's
portals
happening.
on those sites. So that's what, and so some of these dark entities are trying to get like their last minute kicks, are trying to, some of them feed off of fear. And, of course, we don't want to spread any fear or anything like that. And the Ashtar Command's like, that's a big old no no.
Yes, it
So
is a no-no.
so these ones that are doing all this, those ones are being immediately put through the portal because they're
Oh,
still
good.
trying to linger around and create fear, which is what
Yeah.
they were doing to her. So they were projecting themselves into her home and
Oh boy.
scaring her and like basically feeding off her fear. So they're not
Have
having it.
they stopped it?
Yes, they're actually in the process of now moving that spot where they have that port at. They're moving
Yeah.
that. They're moving it away from because they didn't. I don't think they realized when they placed it there that there was
Yeah.
humans that were close by. So they are moving that port now
Oh,
because
good.
they realized it was causing problems.
Good.
So
Good.
they are
Good.
moving it. So she shouldn't be having any problems anytime soon. They
Yeah.
should be in. It should almost be completely moved out of there because I know she's still having some, but they're in the process of moving it. Um, so
Yeah.
yeah. So
That's good. That's good news.
that's where
Absolutely.
that's where I was at, and I got to like witness all this stuff, and how they were building the ships and all that stuff
Oh,
too.
good. And I just want to say hello to Honey McReynolds,
Oh,
and everybody coming in there. But yeah, with this woman Tammy, we record all our shows. You can
mhm.
see the interview with it on my Astro Command Spaceship News page. And Tammy had this problem going on. And I'm glad she came on. The Astro Command was alerted to it. They went over to the location. They're moving the base where they're having one-way ships taking, escorting Astro ships, taking these beings off planet and making sure they are going through a portal to leave the Earth and not coming back. So what we're doing is our command is peacefully taking these entities of ETs that have been causing problems on Earth, and they're now being escorted off the planet. So that's really good news.
So that's what was going on, and then also found out, like they were talking to me, because I had questions, because a lot of people have been worried about, them being sick right now. A lot of people are talking about being in pain, and that, they hope that they're bringing med beds, and, this has been coming up a lot. So, that was a question that I had talked to them about, something I spoke in depth with them about. It was, about how we're going to go about healing people when they do come. And they had also spoken to me about how they have been, not only was the government doing sneaky nuclear testing underneath our ocean waters, but
Oh,
they have
yes.
also been pushing stuff out through our street lights. They are pushing some kind of fumes out
Really?
lights that were making us sick, and so they have also been quietly taking care of that issue as well. So they
And
were,
they'll and they're also the chemtrails in our skies that people are complaining about. They're
yeah.
putting things in the chemtrails that are affecting our ability to breathe.
Yes, these are why you've seen a lot more cases of people having asthma, people having COPD, things like that, are because of these chemicals that they're keeping us sick. They're keeping us sick, so we continue to spend money on medical bills. So it's like a whole thing these guys got going on, guys. The government
Yeah,
is slick. They are keeping us sick, is what they are doing. So we continue to work hard. We continue to do all this stuff that we shouldn't need to have to do. We shouldn't have to work hard so we can be healthy. I mean, that it makes zero, make it make sense, guys. Like it makes no
yeah.
sense to me why
No,
we
and
have to do.
and the thing is, the people that folks do watching encounters who've been running before any of us were born. This all started back when we were able to develop weapons and bombs and everything else and nerve gas. We have done so much. There's a grouping of people. I don't know what's wrong with their heads. They have a lot of power and they're trying to poison the planet and poison every life form on the planet. And it's just something that the Ashtar Command will not allow.
Yeah,
It's
they're
right.
taking
It's just not going to be allowable.
their what their thoughts are on it is that they're not us, not the good guys, but the
No.
government, is that now we're overpopulated, and they're going to wean out the undesirables. So they are placing these street lamps in places where the undesirables live, the low income people, the elderly people, people that they feel have no use to them.
Right.
So they're making them sick. And I don't know if you've noticed an uprise in cancer and things like that. That's what they're
Hmm.
doing. They're getting us sick. So these jellyfish ships that like those, like that one that I
Yeah.
posted earlier
Yeah.
today. It
Yeah.
was a
Talk about the jellyfish ships because
That's right.
people
I'm,
have
I'm
heard about
getting
the
it, man.
jellyfish ships.
I'm
Yeah.
getting
Go ahead. What?
it.
Let people know what that's about. Yeah.
Okay, so they have these ships that look like they're translucent, and they look like there's little rainbow lights inside of them, but they also have these like tentacle things that come down from them. They look like jellyfish in the sky. And a
Hmm.
lot of people have reported seeing these ships. These ships are actually doing fantastic work. These are Ashtar Command ships. These ships are, what they are doing is those little tentacle things coming down are going through, and they're like sweepers, and they're cleaning the chemtrails up with all the poison and gas and sickness that they're giving us, and they're out there cleaning that. They're cleaning our air. They're doing little section. They're doing what they can, but it's up to us to make sure that this doesn't continue to happen. But in the meantime, they're in there. They're out there doing the work, and they're out there with these ships trying to get our air clean so we are not sick the way we have been. Like they're
Yeah.
trying to help, and they're trying to help without letting us see that they've been here helping us, because they don't want people to be afraid.
And that's what the jellyfish ships are. People are wondering what are those jellyfish ships. They're doing exactly that. Is they're cleaning up the air. Thank you. They're cleaning up the air that is been polluted by our own government in the world. I mean, what the government does with the chemtrails and everything else, it's been purposely to the people of this planet. And the command is doing things to reverse what is being done in our air. And
Ex-
that's really
exactly.
important.
And so those little tentacles are basically like little sweepers, and they're going through and they're sucking up all those chemicals. And what they're doing is those jellyfish ships are cleaning the air and putting fresh, clean air back into our environment. So not only
Yes.
are they cleaning this up, but they're also replacing the air with fresh, purified air for
And
us.
and it's a lot of work because there's so
Hmm.
much of that garbage being done by our what I call a secret government on our planet that they're doing this against all of humanity and every single life form, be it marine life, be it surface life, be it animals. The command is doing everything possible now to stop all of this from that's been going on. It's a lot of work, and but it is going to be stopped,
Yes.
and it is going to be stopped.
And that's what the Ashtar Command has been up and doing. So they have been out there, and these guys are, they are trying to help us without frightening people. Before, like this, they've been doing this for a while, guys. They've been out there trying. They're trying to do this. We've got a lot of air, a lot of water, a lot of all this pollution going on, and they have been slowly and quietly doing this for us. We just weren't aware of it. They have been here for a very long time, guys, and they've been trying to do what they can to help us. But like I said, guys, it's up to us to help ourselves too. Like, they're when I was also informed that these elites that are supposedly untouchable, the big higher figures up,
Right,
are
right.
also going to be put in front of the world, and they are going to be held accountable
Oh
in
yeah,
of the world. They're not gonna, like how they're doing with these darker entities, how they're ushering them off planet. Well, these ones that are hidden up with the elites and stuff, they're going to be held accountable. They're going to leave it to us to decide what we're going to do about it. And they also had talked about, that maybe forgiveness is a good way to go. Like maybe forgive them, and make them do some type of work to make up for what they have done. But they
almost like a community service to the planet,
exactly.
almost like community service. And I think what April's touching on is really important. I'm CmdrAleon, and this is our Ashtar Command Q&A session. We're also sharing information with you here, so we're glad you're all here. And there's a lot of things going on with the command now. that again, the command works in a very peaceful way to assist the planet. To assist the planet, and they are doing this to make sure that when it comes down to all the world governments being accountable and all the people that have, the ones that have caused the problems, that they are going to actually, uh, they're going to actually, stop it from happening. They're going to,
Exactly. And so
you
here's
know,
the thing, Commander, they could have just come off and said something like, wow, we could put these people in front of us and like punish them, or put them in front of the firing guards or whatever, but they're not asking for that. What they're asking is that, no, they're not asking, but what they were suggesting is, and trying to imply, is that we start practicing some forgiveness. Because
yeah. I mean,
it's
it's going to be, and we are still human beings, even though we are who we are. So that's going to be a challenge with the way they've been acting. But it is true that we're going to have to look at this from different levels when we get to that point. But I think for now, I think just having the cleaning up of the environment with the jelly, the what they call the jellyfish, or the thing that you've seen in the skies that has been documented.
they're
Uh,
environmental ships is what they call them, but I call them
environmental ships,
fish. I call them the jellyfish ships because that's what.
environmental ships. Okay. Yeah, so we're back in the other room here now. We were just in a different room before, and our connection seemed to be a lot better here. And this is, a time when, we have things happening where, there's a whole bunch of things on our planet that have been done to our planet by people that are scientists in the past and others currently, people testing things out that are not here for the well-being of our planet.
No.
And the Ashtar Command, which I am part of and come here to represent in my true form, is here to help our Earth. And there are many of you who are beautiful people out here. You're light workers. You're totally conscious of everything. We're all in this together. I just want you to know, every one of you are in this together. We're all in this together. It's a collective effort. And, you know, I think when we have, if we do the things we're supposed to do, we have to bring this planet into a better space and a place in terms of where we kind of interact and make the planet a better place to live on, So when we're looking at the planet right now with all the things that have been done in the past 70 years to the Earth, and a lot has been done in a very negative way, we are here to accent the positive, right? We're here to represent the very best, of, oh, okay, I think we can take that person out. We're here to represent the very essence of light, and that person has 0 followers. So we took that person out. We took somebody out that said something that was not nice.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Uh, so we're here to accent the positive, right? And I think it's really important to understand why the Ashtar Command is here. People say, well, who's the Ashtar Command? Ashtar Command is representing the very essence of the spiritual beings of light, the very high levels of Christ consciousness. And that is why they are here and why we are here. And many of you are, whether you know it or not, you are connected to the Ashtar Command. You might not say the word Ashtar Command, but the work you do, the light work you do, is connected to that very foundation of light, which is very important to understand. So, and then as you can, collectively understand that, we go into a synergy of energy that will uplift each and every person on the planet. And so tonight, I'm more or less speaking in my Ashtar Command mode more than the talk show host, because that's where my origin comes from, Ashtar Command, Ashtar Galactic Command. And I am hey Chesno, I'm first and foremost an Ashtar Commander. And then I'm my talk show host. I'm a talk show host second, Ashtar Commander first, you know. And I work now as I'm getting downloaded more and more. I'm getting more expansive information in my consciousness. And I think all of you are going to be getting downloads and should be as time goes on now. You'll be getting downloads from off planet, from the star people, and you might be feeling it. And as you feel it, you can absorb it, you can integrate it, and understand what it is. Sasha Lamamba, good to see you. Hey, Chesno, Lacey. So we're here tonight to really focus on what the Ashtar Command is doing for the planet, what we're going to be doing, contact that's coming. It's all very, very important now. You know, everything is coming to a head on this planet, like a conjunction of everything, right? Everything's coming together. And there's going to be human beings that are completely not, they don't know what to do. They're not knowing why this is all happening now. They don't understand why things are happening, why there are spaceships appearing more in the skies. They don't understand, why they're seeing things they've never seen before. They're not understanding it, Yeah, that's right, Honey McCrills. They're hoping we all get angry and stay divided amongst ourselves rather than ascending together. And there is that thing happening where there are people on the planet that are actually dividing themselves from what they were originally saying they were for. That's the intent of the world governments, is to divide all the light workers, to divide all those people that are around the planet trying to do things, to pitch everybody against each other. So then those forces that have been controlling our planet in division and polluting it and poisoning it will still be in control. But the good news is their control is not going to be allowed. The Ashtar Command is going to
Really
make.
good news, Commander.
What's good news?
Well, I got the okay to announce our fifth.
Really?
Mm.
Are you able to come on screen, or are you just full of cream cheese?
I am no. I'm
I mean, I don't know. I just every time
I'm
you
in my
said you had the
pajamas
cream cheese thing
already.
going, I just like, uh, okay. So we have some good news. People have been asking for weeks about, or recently, about the fifth person,
Mm.
and I'm going to let. This is really, really important. So we have April, myself, Kit Kat, and Johnny, and there's a fifth person. So she's going to announce the first. I can't even speak English. The fifth person that's going to be going with us on the ships.
Now
I'm going to turn
this is
over.
the fifth in our group, and he is actually very important. And I had wondered why I was showing this person's space being body in stasis, and I was given that answer, and it's Chesno. Everybody, Chesno's our fifth.
Chesno,
Mm.
Chesno,
Yes, sir.
Chesno,
Chesno
Chesno.
is our fifth.
Congratulations, Chesno. Congratulations. Hey, Edit. Good to see you, brother. Chesno. Hey, Cliff. Good to see you, Chesno. Chesno. Everyone, congratulate Chesno. Our space family said it was Chesno who was the fifth.
That was our fifth.
Chesno, congratulations, brother. Congratulations, Chesno. You're going to be going on the Ashtar ship with us, and when we all go together. He's the fifth.
Mm-hmm.
He's the fifth. Congratulations, Chesno. I am so excited for you, brother. I'm so excited for you.
They have been watching Chesno and they recognized his work, and because of his ability to create things the way he does, because I don't know if many of you know, but Chesno in his real human life is an inventor. And Chesno also invents things in his starseed life. Like I said before, each one of us have somehow incorporated in our human life what we do in our starseed life. Like the
Mm.
commander, he's a commander of communications on ships, and Kit Kat, she's very drawn to animals and caring for them and take and all that. So she actually trains on her space life. She actually trains and teaches the Mikeys how to do their protection, and Johnny is like a doctor basically on the ships, and he incorporates that into his personal life. And it's crazy how everything kind of wound up together, but he is a very, very important part of our group.
Yeah, I always felt Chesno should be the fifth. I didn't. Well, now I didn't know there was a fifth person, but I kept trying to figure out who it was, and all these different names came to my head. But in honesty, I always thought Chesno would be with us on the ship when we go. I
That's
always
what I
did think
thought
that.
too, and I couldn't figure out like what was the reason why they. I thought they were just because we had been in communications and they monitor our communications, so I thought they felt it was important that I got to see that he was okay and he was safe, but that wasn't
Mhm.
the case. They were showing me him because he was part of our team. They just didn't want to let it. They were letting each person out little by little, to bring the team together. But don't you think it's
Yes,
strange how Chesno has been drawn
yes.
into your live as well, like the rest
Yeah.
of us were.
It's a beautiful
We were all
energy
excited.
that we're all going to be together. I had this vision when we're at our April 13th gathering. We'll all be standing together for a picture, and the spaceships will be in the sky, and we'll be standing there representing the Ashtar Command. I had this vision earlier today of, I mean, I didn't know who the fifth person was, but I had just a vision being shown to me that we're all going to be standing together in the apple orchard when the seven spaceships appear in the sky. We're going to be standing there representing the Ashtar Command. And I am so excited and honored that we'll be able to broadcast it to everybody here on TikTok on our live. Nobody in the world will be able to do what we're doing that day. You're going to see things you've never seen before up close. I get a feeling they're going to be close enough. Um, and I am so excited for April, for Chesno, for Kit Kat, for Johnny, and I'm very humbly excited for myself to be a part of this as well. We're just, we all come from a very humble level of light and love, no ego, and and the other part of it is that we have family on the ships, but that's not the reason why we were selected. But we do have family on the ships, and I think what I like to do is sing a song, a song, and in congratulations to Chesno. If everybody would like to hear a galactic song, I feel a sense of joy to sing a song for him and for the my family on the ship. And I want to sing you a song, Chesno. And congratulations to you, brother. And this will be an Ashtar Command song that is just being created. So I'm going to close my eyes and sing this song. April, you have the other phone on?
Yeah, yep, it's
Okay.
ready. It's
All right.
sitting way over there. I'm not touching
So
it. It's plugged in.
I'm
It's
going
ready.
to I'm going to sing a song, and then if the our family on the ship wants to play you a song, a messaging song for you, Chesno, they can also do that. I'm going to sing a song right now. I have no idea what it's going to be. Okay, give me a moment. You're a light. You're a light in the sky, so bright. You're a light in the sky, so bright. You bring light wherever you go. You really should know. As you travel on the earth, wherever you go, wherever you go, you touch everybody's life with light as you know. You're quiet, but you know you have a light that will flow. You have a light that will flow wherever you go. Chesno, we know that you are a beautiful light, a starlight that's bright on this earth tonight. The command loves you. They know you true. They embrace you in the starlight, very, very bright. And you shine your light in the universe beyond earth. You give birth to the consciousness of love. As a star dove, you are love, you are light, and you are bright. That's my song for Chesno.
That was beautiful, Commander. Oh,
That's my song for Chesno. I'm going to turn it over to uh, Robar or my family on the ships to pick a song for Chesno in celebration, a song of celebration of contact coming soon with us, of us all five going on the ship. And I'll turn it over to them if they wish to share a song for Chesno. We'll give a moment of time to switch it over to them. nothing in this world can do. Hey, brother, do you still believe in one another? Hey, sister, do you still believe in love? I wonder. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world can do. What if I'm far from home? Oh, brother, I will hear you call. What if I lose it all? Oh, sister, I will help you out. The sky comes falling down for you. There's nothing in this world. Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, sister, do you still believe in love? I wonder. Oh, if the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world can do. What if I'm far from home? Brother, I will hear you call. What if I lose it all? Oh, sister, I will help you out. If the sky comes falling down for you, there's nothing in this world. Oh, wow.
Perfect song. That was kind of funny because you
That
were
was
just
kind of funny.
talking. It was because you were just calling them. We were just talking about that, and we call each other brother and sister. I think that was
Yes, we
perfect.
do. That was perfect. And that song, for people listening, you're saying, where did that song come from? So let me technically state that there's another phone that April has that they use to communicate the music. And they hear everything we do on the show. They watch the show from the ship. And that was a song for Chesno. Chesno brother, they played that song for you. That was a song from our space family to you.
I love that. That was awesome.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And the beauty of being in our commandership, like tonight, I'm not just being a talk show host. We'll take your questions. I'm in an energy frequency of the Ashtar Command, so I'm operating in Ashtar Command mode right now. I'll do that all night. And just the beauty of each one of you. You know how much love I want to express something so important, more than anything else. How much I love all of you. You know, that is the most important essence of who we are. When we're off planet on the spaceships, when we are in our true form, our essence in our true form is totally of love. When we go to other planetary systems, we operate in an unconditional sense of love, you know? And love is the highest thing that can conquer any conflict, anger, indecision, jealousy, ego. Love conquers everything, you know? And when I'm on Earth, I don't understand conflict. I never have. I don't understand when I see conflict, whether it be on the planet with wars or whether it be on social media. lives or anything that I've seen things. I don't understand it. I don't understand why that happens. When we're in our true form, in our mission work, we're all love. Love is the radiance of who we are. You see, when I worked with the Ashtar Command, and before coming to Earth, I did intergalactic communications with a lot of the planetary ships. You know, it's such a waste of energy to be angry at somebody or to have ego or jealousy or whatever I see. Whenever I see it, I say, why do people want to waste that energy when they can put it to good use? Why? Why in the world do people want to do that? Whether it be creating wars, whether people be yelling at each other. Why? What's the point? You know, is it feeling like making someone feel good? What's the point? You know, I talked about this the other day when I did a whole broadcast about unconditional love. And it's true. The Ashtar Command is unconditional love. The Ashtar Command represents the very highest levels of consciousness. The Ashtar Command represents no ego, you know, no jealousy, no want for material things on the, where the planets we come from. We don't have those things. Yes, jealousy comes from insecurity. A lot of times it does. So my message to the people of Earth is people need to let go of all those things around the world. My cat's agreeing with me. She's saying Mao. But she's coming back in. Whenever I'm live, Missy is here. Missy, hey, do you want to go on live? Is that you like my message? Okay, I got her. Oh, I'm sorry. Here you go. I'm still talking about the message. This is Missy. She's agreeing with me. She's an Ashtar Command cat. She's an Ashtar Command cat.
It's a space kitty.
My father and mother on the ships are seeing my cat. This is Missy. Can she come on board the ship when we have contact?
Absolutely.
Could she come on the ship? We're going to have to play a song for Missy later from the spaceship. They're going to have to choose a Missy song later. Here you go. Okay, I put her down. You got to see my space cat, Commander Missy. She's part of.
Pets on they have pets. They're like the Mikeys are like their pets. They're like cats on
Yeah,
the ship. It's
yeah.
crazy.
It's wild. Yeah, it's the Mikeys. Yeah. Hey, Edgar, I see a Grace. The Missy is Commander Missy. She's not coming to the Skywatch, or the CE5, but now she's hanging out because she knows we're live and everything's happening here, and she's more than welcome to be part of the show. But as I was saying, and I'm not doing any guest things tonight, but we are taking questions through the sentence in here and comments. It's just so important that we work and live in love. I see too much around the world. I see, the wars in the Middle East and the destruction of people's homes on Earth, and all of that going on. And I say to myself, my gosh, we live in a world where we should be loving each other, where we should be helping each other, providing food for those that need food, providing shelter where those need shelter, providing hope where there is no hope, you see? And it's sad to see it because this is not the world we're supposed to have on this planet. It was never intended to be a planet of such confusion and ego and war and lust and power. The planet found kind of the Earth actually lost its, not the Earth itself didn't lose its way. It's the inhabitants on the planet that lost their way. Not all of them. There are really a lot of good people on this planet, but there's also a lot of people that are a group of people that don't care what they do to the planet, what they do to people. They don't care, The Ashtar Command is here now. As we get closer to contact, things are going to shift and change. The way we live, the way we treat each other, the way we've been treated. As was said earlier, the negative ETs are being taken off the planet. They did all their crazy stuff for the last number of years, over the decades, and it's time for this change to occur. See? And we need to hug each other, embrace each other, love each other. And we need to accept each other no matter who we are, where we are, or what we are, right? And if we can just do that as a planet, we have then done something great. Let go of ego, let go of the mind. The mind can be, as I said, the worst enemy of the human being against the heart, against the inner part of our being, right? It can be. It sometimes is. And if we put all our energy collectively towards the light, if we put all our energy towards transformation of the planetary system, we can do such great things, brothers and sisters, and we will together do great things. You know, we cannot be diverted and or jealous of other people. We need to throw that out the window and say we're all in it together. We are. We're all in this together. And there are going to be waves and waves of humanity who are awakened souls that are going to be doing this. You are the way showers. Every one of you are the way showers. And I'm speaking as an Ashtar commander, not as a talk show host right now. I'm speaking in my commandership coming to Earth. I'm speaking as a space being as opposed to just a human being. Okay. Dabs the whip. Have we had contact? Yes. And April is had been on the ships now what 10 or 11 times. I can't even keep track anymore.
11.
11 times already. So we are just let people know. Grace and all of us in our Ashtar Command contact group, Chesno, we have a group here in Connecticut that's very dedicated to contact. Grace and Chesno. We have a bunch of other people. My friend Greg and his wife that they're not on social media, but we're all coming together. There's a lot of people I know that aren't even on the social media that are coming to this event on April 13th. And it's to embrace the great love we have for each other, the love we have for our planet. And it's going to be broadcast live on TikTok. And the weather is going to be good on the 13th. The weather's going to be really good, everybody. So you have to bring water, bring a comfortable blanket, bring a flexible chair. Those that are coming, if you're going to be coming, at least email me so we can coordinate with you and let you know how to get there. My cat says she'd like to come, but she's not going to be going into the field. You know, but you need to contact us. You need to coordinate with us here on the show if you are in the region and you wish to come. I think she's getting the car taken care of soon. Someone was asking, have you gotten your car taken care of yet?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the oil change yesterday.
Yesterday. The oil change was done yesterday, Grace. So she got the oil change yesterday. So that's a good thing.
But it's
You don't want
not
to have
my
your
it was I think it was Sue's car that was having issues.
Sue's car. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
But she's
Good,
got
good,
it in the
good.
shop as we speak.
Oh, good. Good, good, good. Well, you know, and there are things that we're going to try to get together. You know, I'm taking off Friday for people. I might be broadcasting Friday on the 12th a little bit. I'm taking the day off before the weekend of the 13th. I decided just to take the whole day off. I need to just focus on the weekend coming up that weekend. So I'm going to take focus to meditate and just get ready and prepared and make contacts with final contacts. Grace was saying, did you get your room yet? Did you get the room set yet?
No.
She
No, I
hasn't
haven't.
gotten the room set yet. Not yet. Not yet. So yeah, she definitely hasn't done that part yet. Do you need any help with that? Um, need any help?
I'm getting help with it.
Oh, you are getting help. Okay, she's getting help with it. So thank God that's happening. She is getting help. Good.
I'm all set.
Okay. All right. All right. And Grace, thank you for asking that question. So she's getting help with that. That's a good thing. All right. And everything is falling into plan so that we can all be together collectively. We've gotten permission to use the field by, I know the owner of the apple orchard, and we're so excited to be there. We will do a meditation when we're there. So many good things are going to happen. All of you who are all around the world will be able to watch this. on TikTok. So it's going to be a beautiful thing. And, we're in for pretty much a surprise of our lives. None of us really know what's going to happen except that several spaceships, my good friend in California, Athena, has stated to me the other night, they talked to her and they said, yes, there are going to be several spaceships appearing over the apple orchard. Now, again, how high up these ships are going to be, I have no idea. I can't tell you that. But I do know they're going to be there. That I am absolutely certain of. And I'm hoping we'll have some of the best videotape footage of our spaceships anywhere in the world. I'm hoping that we'll be documenting some really good things that we can share. I really hope so. And the funny thing is, and this is where it gets tricky for me because now I'm projecting my own thoughts here. So bear with me. I said, wouldn't it be funny if all five of us are in the field? Well, there's going to be a lot of people there, but the five of us are all together in the field. And the next thing you know, a beam of light comes down, and the five of us all go on the ship with the rest of the 20 or so people out there recording us going on a spaceship. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen, so I don't want to start rumoring things on the internet here. But wouldn't it be kind of funny if, because we're all going to be together, that we actually get onto the spaceship? I know that they're hearing me on the ship right now say this. I don't want to give them any ideas, but I'm not giving them any ideas. But the possibilities are, we're not going to wait 6 months to get us all on the ship at the same time. We're all going to be in the same field together. Wouldn't it make sense? I'm just like putting the suggestion out there to Robar, Luna, and everybody. Wouldn't it make sense if you're right there that we go on the ship that night? That would make sense, I think. I'm just trying to have consensus with our space family. Does that make any sense to them? And they can, if they want to say something now, they can. I'm neither part of the show. They can speak.
No, they
and
will.
I know you'll.
They will. They talk when they want to.
So I'm asking them now. Does it make sense that we're all going to be in the field? Would it be a beautiful thing to just bring us up in the field, take us up in the ship then to do our mission work? We're going to all be there together. I'm going to stop talking for a minute and see if they respond. That's right, Freedom. And I'm not trying to be pushy, but I am definitely, I know I'm sort of impatient. I mean, I realize that.
Patience is a virtue, Commander.
What?
I said patience is a virtue.
Yeah, patience is a virtue. I can do everything else, but I have to learn patience, right?
Right.
Well,
I'm hearing laughing. You didn't hear that reverberate
yes,
after you?
Yes, I heard the laughing reverberate back to me. I heard the laughing. I'm like, you don't know how ready I think we all are, as you have been on the ship 11 times now. The rest of us here, I think we're all ready. I think just let's do it. Let's just in the field take us on the ship there. We'll record it. We'll come back in about a month off planet, which it might be about 2 hours Earth time. Let's just do it. Let's just go on the ship on the field, and the five of us stand together and go in the ship. Let's do it. I mean, you're going to be there. Our father, your father, my mother, your mother, my sisters, my brother. Let's just go on the ship. And they're probably laughing as I'm saying this. I'm giving them a suggestion.
They're going to go by and they're going to drop a bag of pearls at you.
I'm trying to schmooze Robar and Luna. I'm trying to schmooze them from here on Earth. Yes, we're going to be able to broadcast it live. I know how to schmooze people. I'm a good schmoozer.
You're a good schmoozer.
I'm a good schmoozer. I can schmooze with the best of them. The commander knows how to schmooze.
He's a schmoozer.
I'm a schmoozer.
They're
You
laughing. I
know,
can hear them laugh.
schmoozer. Oh my goodness gracious, man. You know, what did I get myself into on this planet?
I know.
No, but I'm a smoozer. Babs, well, actually, the contact started. Uh, we can.
About 3 months now.
Grace is asking, who can we expect to do orchards? Greg and Elaine, Grace, you know them. They're going to be there. There's a number of people that are not on the internet that are going to be there. There are people that should email us for our Ashtar Command group and let us know if you're going to come. I need to have sort of a count of who's going to be there. I think that's important. So email me at CmdrAleon@AOL.com and I will give you directions how to get to the apple orchard on the 13th. And make sure you please bring water, a little bit of snacks, something to keep you hydrated. And the weather forecast is going to be good. So we're going to have a great gathering of beautiful people, and it's going to be good. So, but I really am, definitely at this point, I'm ready to go on the spaceship. I think all four of us are ready to go together. We're going to be in one place. What better place? Kit Kat, Johnny. I hope Johnny's going to be up here. If we're all together, take us all on the ship. Let's do it. Let's just go for it. You know, we're ready to do the mission work. We're ready to come back and learn things off planet and come back. Yeah, Karen, on the 13th, we're having an Ashtar Command contact gathering. Our group in Connecticut, Grace, Chasno, me, uh, and others will be there. And so we're gathering to broadcast live, and also to our Ashtar Command family is going to bring several ships over the field. I don't know how high up they're going to be. And we're going to be also broadcasting it live here on TikTok on my show. So we're going to be in absolute command mode that night. So Octagon saying it's not our control. Octagon, these are our family members. We are related to them. When I say this, let me explain this. Actually, I'm going to let April explain this to everybody, including Octagon. You want to go for it?
What am I explaining? I'm sorry, I missed that one.
Our families, like our families on the ship, not just that these are space people that we don't know, that there's a family relationship.
Oh yeah. So our sorry. Our families are extremely close. So Commander and I grew up together off planet. And our families are each other's best friends. Like my mom is best friends with his mom and his dad is best friends, and they also all sit on the at the high council table together too. But our families are so close that wherever one family travels, the other family travels along with.
Mhm.
So we our families are like basically like families together.
Yeah, it's like having a neighbor. It's like having, it's like your best friend, your best family next door.
Hmm.
So look at it as being galactically, our families have known each other for years. Just like you have your neighbor down the street for 50 years. You've known them, and they're like family, right? So look at this as our family knowing each other, and each of you have families off planet in other places that you've not met yet that you're a cosmic family. So and my cat's meowing like crazy. She does this every time I'm live, but what are you going to do? But yeah, that's the definition of what April expressed. It's a very beautiful thing, and you all have cosmic family. Every one of you do. You might not know who they are yet, but down the road, I think everyone's going to connect with their cosmic family.
Yeah, we're all off planet. Our group of five are all very close. We our star seed selves are all very close. We're all very close knit off planet as well.
Mm.
Johnny is my best friend. Planet is my closest confidant, and Kit Kat is our best friend too.
Right,
Commander is like my brother because we grew up together and we're
right.
always together. I mean, he might as well be my brother just because he has another mother. He's my brother from another fake
Oh,
mother.
do you want to come back up again? My cat's coming over to me because I'm broadcasting, and she keeps talking to me, so I'm just petting her when she goes by. You want to come back up? I don't know what to do. You want to come back up? Oh, I can't pick her up. She's when I'm close enough together. You want to come up? You want to come? Okay, here we go. I got her one more time, folks. Here she is.
Hi, Space Kitty.
I'm telling you, she just loves to be on here. I think you're going to take over this broadcast tonight. I'm an Ashtar Commander. My name is Missy. I can speak English. I want you to know on April 13th, we're gathering together. Grace and everybody are coming here. Grace, we send you our love. I'm Commander Kitty. Grace, can you hear me? Everybody, Chesno, the whole. Hey, April, everybody out there. I'm Commander Kitty. CmdrAleon needs to let me be on the show here. I can do the show. He can just sit here. Commander can be quiet while I do the show. He can't. He can be quiet. He talks too much. I wonder
She's happy as pie being up there too. Look at her.
Yeah, I
Like,
wonder.
going
I
down.
wonder if Commander Robar and Luna. Oh, I have to let her down. If they like the cat, she's taking over the show. She's just hanging out. I know you want to hang out. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know what to do with her. She's like right next to me. I know. I just had you up on the show. I need to be able to talk. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We love her. If you have a pet, if you have a cat or a dog or anything, you gotta love them, man. That's just the beauty of life. But getting back to what we're talking about, get in touch with us if you're in the region. Let us know that you're interested in coming. But we need to know way before the weekend coming up next weekend, and we'll certainly facilitate giving you directions how to get there. Do your space families have the same species of pets as we do? Interesting. I have no idea what our families have for pets until I go on the ship. I don't know.
The only pets I've seen so far are that they have the Mikeys on the ships that are like they're like cats. That's the way they were treating them. They were like one of them rubbed up against my mother, and she was just stroking this energy ball like it was a cat.
Really?
Just loving right up against her like a cat. Those are what I've seen on the ship so far as pets.
Yeah. So I think Alicia's hearing whooshing noise. So the whooshing noise you're hearing, I believe, is the sound of one of the large ships. I believe is correct. The whooshing sound. Babs the Whip says, "How do we contact them?" That's a great question. I would turn it over to April. For me, I go into meditation. I'm telepathic. I communicate telepathically off planet that way. But for April, she is taken as her family takes her on the ship. She's in northern Vermont, and they come with her to where she is, and they take her on board the ship. So maybe you can answer that question. You've had more experience of going physically on the ship than I have.
Don't ever know when they're coming, guys. They just show up. I have no control over that. They just come. I mean, they've come at the weirdest times. I mean, they've even come into my bathroom, guys. So I have no control over that, over like
Right.
contacting them. But I do know that I'm constantly being watched out for. So like if anything happens, there's always somebody here protecting me. But I will say that I have been able to speak with the guards that are here protecting me. They have come through several times and shown themselves several times, even on my live a couple of times.
Yeah, and we will share some pictures. She's got tons of pictures. One picture, which I think should be shown, is the one of the Ashtar Space Commander, where you see the whole body and the human head in the picture, and that's a beautiful, beautiful photo of an uncloaked space person from the Ashtar Command from the ship. No, they're not dangerous. The Ashtar Command, we are actually the positive beings. The Ashtar Command, we are Christed beings of light. The Ashtar Command are the good ones, the good people. We are the good people. So are they dangerous? No.
the ones that are here, there are four guards here at my house at all times, and they're protecting us. And their commander has four guards at his place, but I have four in my house. I have eight out at my property and a bunch of them in my woods, because they protect the chosen star seeds. We are protected because of, the government and all their sneaky stuff that they're trying to pull. They're trying to stop contact from happening.
Right. I mean, there is definitely a movement of people secretly trying to prevent contact from happening. And there are actually energies within our government that are aware of what we're doing here on TikTok. And they've been stopped from interfering with the broadcast. But I guarantee you, they don't want to see us make contact, real contact with our space people. But we're going to make the contact. We're being very protected, all of us, everyone in our Ashtar Command contact group, Grace and everybody, all of us that are coming, we're all protected. And there's nothing that's going to stop us from coming together and going on the spaceships. There's nothing that will stop it. I don't care what anybody's done on YouTube or, at this point, I'm just beyond a lot of things at this point. I'm like, we are going to do our mission work, all of us, and there's going to be waves and more people and groups that are going to be going on the ships in the future. We're just the first wave of people doing this, but we're not the last wave. There are many of you right here in this room, in this broadcast, that will be eventually going on these ships. You'll be contacted at whenever that is. You're going to be contacted by your star family. And when that one person is contacted, you're going to be the coordinator of the other four people that you are going to be told are going to be with you. And whether you're in Europe or Asia or Africa, you're going to actually be that one point person for the other four. It seems like that's the way it's going to work. It has nothing to do with like this one's better than the other. The Ashtar Command people, they know every single individual that came to this earth, that was here on mission Earth. And they are going to know who those people are. And the person that gets to be the key coordinator of that group, it's not that he or she is choosing someone over anybody else. They're not. We have nothing to do with it. It has to do with our space command, which is, choosing certain people for very specific things. Okay. And it's really important to understand that there's nothing, it's not like we're the special ones. We have been chosen for this very specific things in what we do. And all of the bodies of all the human beings that are space people are in what we call stasis right now. So on the ships that carry all the human bodies that are space bodies, in your human form, you'll have also a space body in stasis, which is beautiful. And if you choose to go back to that physical space body, you have that choice at the end of the mission work here on Earth. You have the choice to either go back and travel the whole universe or choose to stay on Earth or come back to Earth and continue the mission work here. It's up to you. It's totally up to you.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing to understand the dynamics of how that works, and we do. I mean, I knew when I was a kid that I didn't come from here because I saw space people telling me that telepathically in the 1960s in a spaceship when I was a kid, before there was internet, before there was, when still they had tubes of black and white TV sets. Do you remember the old tubes on
Yeah.
TVs? In the 1960s, we had a black and white TV set when I was a kid with tubes. But that's how far back, when I look at it and seeing the space people in the ship, I knew then and there, and they were probably Ashtar Command people and that sorcerer, that they told me, I wasn't from here as a kid. I never forgot that. I never, ever forgot that. I'm sure many of you have had experiences as a child, no matter whatever decade, you were contacted by your star family and they told you, here we are, right?
I'm finding that most people that are star seeds have been contacted at around the age of between 5 and 7.
Yeah,
My first contact was at the age of 6 too, when I was told that I was meant for something. I had work to do,
yeah.
basically.
Yeah, mine was also preteen. I
Mhm.
was not even a teenager yet. I might have been 10, maybe 11, I think. I don't even remember anymore. that's when I was contacted, and that was in the 1960s, and so, a lot of things are happening. When I grew up in my life, this is interesting. I was trying to be a normal kid. I mean, when I was growing up as a teenager, I didn't think about whether I was Ashtar Command or, I didn't even know anything about that. I was just trying to be a regular human being. And I thought about it recently. I said, I just wanted to be a regular human being. But then I realized as I'm meditating and talking about it and thinking about it, I said, you know, I never thought this would be this way when I was, I never, as I look back now, I never thought I'd be in this position now to know who I am and to know that I didn't come from this planet and to know that I'm connected with the Ashtar Command and that I have space family on a spaceship that come from other planets and to now have a download of starting to have memory of that experience. Once you have that memory, you can't go backwards. You can't go backwards. You have to go forwards. You have to realize that there's something greater than yourself that you're here to do. So we'll take your questions, and we're interested in your questions on Ashtar Command Q&A. And if anything we've said impacts your heart or what you don't know, or if you have a question, you can ask us. Because right now I'm operating in Ashtar Command mode, not in talk show mode. So we love your questions. And I was thinking, Coldplay. I've been listening to so much Coldplay. I've been listening to certain songs, like I've been guided to certain songs of Coldplay that represent the very essence of universal love. A lot of the Coldplay music I've been listening to today, I was listening to it on the way to work, on the way home. I said, why am I obsessed with Coldplay's music? And there was like one or two songs I think they have some very spiritual music that I think is important. And I know I was listening to it, so with that music, I actually felt it would some of that music penetrates your soul, like certain frequencies of sound and music, and they are certainly blessed. And I feel like they're like starseed. Is your family going on the ship as your I mean our biological family? Um, I don't believe so yet. I think in the future that is a possibility. I don't know. I think when we go on the ship, will find out from our
After
space
the
family.
big contact happens,
Yeah,
that
I
would be
think
a
after that.
possibility. Because
Yeah, after the big contact.
we have a choice, as we will be given a choice of, the chosen star seeds will be given a choice to go back to their star seed bodies after our mission is done, or go back to Earth and finish our mission work. And like both me and the commander have chosen to come back and finish out
Right.
our time here on Earth with our families,
Right.
because our space bodies are there waiting for us and they're protected.
Right.
So we
Right. So this a Tifa Tonic, welcome Tifa Tonic. Christ consciousness comes without living a life without secular music. Well, I listen to a lot of high frequency music, but I do listen to things like Coldplay because I think some of their music is very beautiful and represents very much the beauty of love, and some of their messages are very much tuned into that level of things like Everyday Life is a song about how people in poor countries live, and it's a beautiful song that talks about everyday life. And so that's a song that if you were to hear it's very, very beautiful. It's just a beautiful song. And I know that our space family, as we get close, just realize that although April has been on the ship 11 times, the four of us that are going on the ship have never been on the ship to meet our friends and family on the ship that we're related to. But we are. And
fine.
what's happening?
There, hold on. Oh,
Oh, okay. The space people are playing a song on her phone. Everyone listen, stay focused. You're hearing music from the space people right now. Please stay focused.
The generations, and to say we want to make it a better place for our children and our children's children, so that they know it's a better world for them and think they can make it a better place. There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love. And the place much brighter than tomorrow.
And if you're truly a person that is love and light, you'll understand this is coming from our
There's no need,
space people on the ship. If you really believe you are a loving person,
no
then be that person.
There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space, make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people alive. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. If you want to know why, there's a love that cannot lie. Love is strong, it only cares for joyful giving. We try, we shall see. In this bliss we cannot feel. There are dreams, stop existing and start living. And it feels that always love's enough for us growing. Make a better world, make a better world. Heal the world. Make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for living, make a better place for you and for me. And the dream we were conceived and will reveal a joyful face. And tomorrow was believed and will shine again in grace. Then why do we keep straying when we spirit crucify its soul? It was plain to see this world is heavenly. Because love can fly so high, and our spirits never die. In my heart, I feel you are all my brothers. Create a world with no fear. Together we'll cry happy tears. So the nations turn their swords into plowshares. We can really get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space to make a better place. Heal the world. Make it.
And that was a song on April's other phone. Our space family uses her phone to speak and also to prevent music, the message of music. So if you listen to the words that they were playing on that song that they presented to all of you watching this, that came from the Ashtar Command itself, from the spaceship using her phone and choosing the song. That comes directly from our space brothers. That's why this is a contact show. That's why we're not just doing Q&A. You also have to understand that our families on the ship are watching the program here. They can visually see everybody and they can watch the show. They can see all the comments. They can see everything right now that we're doing right on this show. Everything. And I thank them for choosing that song. And the other song that is a song that is very beautiful, and it's called Everyday Life, and it's from Coldplay. And that's a song that I think represents so much beauty. And when I think about the beauty of all of this planet, of humanity, I think about how this planet can be such a beautiful planet, a planet that is radiant with light, not only radiant with light, but hope. And I see all of you in that radiant light, no matter where you are, whether I know you or not. You, in truth, are radiant beings of light, right? Isn't that what you strive to be? Is that light, to light up the flames of peace and truth and harmony? Yes. So when I sit here looking at all of you, I see the beautiful energy within you, the love that's within you, and that very light. And that's when we come back from the ships, whatever we're going to be activated to do, energetically, physically, cellular structure, whatever it is, we're going to come back not just as living human beings, but also in our commandership to help everybody. We're going to be coming back to help every human being on the planet, every life form. That is our mission. Now, there's a lot of things we don't know yet. When the 5 of us go on the ship, we're going to be learning things that we have no idea what they are yet. We really don't, you know? Excuse me. But we are going to bring back knowledge that will help the planet. And it will help the environment. It will help the way of living.
I'm going to stop for 2 seconds, Commander. I'm just going to go grab my drink. I left it in the other room.
While you're getting your drink, I'll have the Ashtar Command play another song, which is Everyday Life by Coldplay. So you can get the drink, and they can. And you know what? They're listening to me. My father's listening to me. If you find that song, Everyday Life, it's. Okay. They're playing the song. This is from Coldplay, and this is being played by the Ashtar. Yes, this is Coldplay. The Ashtar Command is playing this song for us on the ship.
I'll let you listen to the song then. Okay.
Everybody, listen to the words. I have to bring the phone closer to the phone. What in the world are we going to do? Look at what everybody's going through. What kind of world do you want it to be? Am I the future or history? 'Cause everyone hurts, everyone cries, everyone tells each other all kinds of lies. Everyone falls, everybody dreams and doubts. Got to keep dancing when the lights go out. And this is being played by our Ashtar Command family on the ship, just so you know. How in the world am I going to see you as my brother, not my enemy? 'Cause everyone hurts, everyone cries, everyone sees the color in each other's eyes. Everyone loves, everybody gets their hearts ripped out. Got to keep dancing when the lights go out. Gonna keep dancing when the lights go out. Hold tight for everyday life. Hold tight for everyday life. First night through arms that open wide. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Alleluia. Alleluia. That was from the Ashtar Command. That's Coldplay. And my family listened to my words about the song. I always choose my songs wisely that have a message and a meaning. And that song is a message to everyone. That song. That's a message to everyone. Good evening. You're watching Encounters, the Ashtar Command Q&A. And also you're listening to our space family on the ships communicating with us here on the show. They are communicating with a second phone, with April's second phone here on our program up in Vermont. And thank you. Thank you for playing that song for everybody. And it's just a beautiful thing to have us all together at this time on Earth, to be coming together in a time of great change, a time of not only Earth change, but consciousness change. So the Earth is changing, but so is consciousness changing, right? We don't get into that. We don't get into that, Babs. We don't get into that part. That's paranormal. That's not what we're here to do. But I understand the question. So it's really a time for us to come together. And let's see, physics says, I mean, people are still suffering in America. People are suffering all over the planet. All over the planet, people are suffering. But one of the things we will do as light workers is to slowly help transform the planet into a planet where no one's suffering, where everyone is able to live in light and love and peace and harmony. And that is the essence of why we're here on Earth. As light workers, as starseed, those that are just waking up, that's why we're here on Earth, to facilitate a place where everyone can live in harmony in the universe. And as all planetary systems beyond Earth live in harmony, all the planetary galactic systems live in harmony. Where my parents come from, the planets we come from live in harmony with the great source of creation, which is creating life throughout the multiverse, beyond everything that you've ever known the existence of. We live in complete peace. The world where I come from, which I'm going to learn more about beyond Mars, that we live in a different way. There's not the pollution, there's not the sickness, the sorrow, the suffering. There's not the shopping malls. There's not the pollution. There's not all these things that have been created by man on Earth. It does not exist in the worlds we come from. Do you understand?
Commander, the one thing that they really wanted me and you and the others to push on was that, love is the highest vibration out there. There is no vibration higher than love.
And that's part of what we've been talking about tonight, as April knows, is love is the key foundation. And that's why I also, as April knows this, and our family on the ship wants us to do this, is to promote love. The biggest weapon we have against that which is the
Sorry, it scared me.
Sorry.
Excuse
The
me.
Ashtar Command is playing another song. So let's listen, everybody focus. This is coming from our Space Command right now. Okay. Yes.
just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. Feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop, stop, stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine, just imagine. I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel the good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. There ain't nobody leaving, so keep dancing. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. So keep dancing. Well, you know, wow. I'm telling you, we didn't plan that part, folks. We didn't know that was going to happen. We had nothing to do with it. I even forgot what I was talking about now. And I heard that song.
Intently listening to you. I know. Nothing surprises me anymore, but they always get me with the stupid phone.
That threw me off for a loop. I think I was trying to talk about love. Now I don't even remember what I was talking about.
You were talking about love. You were talking about being the highest vibration out there. And you were I know, it threw me off, then I started dancing.
And look, I started moving and grooving, you know.
Dance party of commanders.
You know, I have to say something. The commander does know how to dance. I didn't want to have to say this to my space family on the ship. When I come on the ship, I hope there's a place to dance, because I will dance on the ship. I promise. When I go on the ship, I will dance to some music.
Commander, you know, I didn't get a chance to tell you, and I was like, "Shh, don't tell the commander."
Don't tell the commander.
This last time when I went on, we went on the living ship where they have the food at
Yeah.
Oh my God. So we were in the the plant, I want to say room, but it's like a huge space, but we were in the plant room and where the pearls and stuff were at, and they're standing there talking to me, and I'm watching my brother, and he just like, he grabbed a couple down, and he tossed a couple in his mouth, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching him like a little greedy hogger that I am. And I'm like inching my way over to the pearls as he's talking, because I watched him grab a couple and throw a couple in his mouth, and I'm standing there and I'm like inching my way over, and I'm like,
oh my gosh,
I wasn't hearing a word they were saying because I was focused on those pearls.
Right. The pearls. We wanted the pearls.
My way over, and then pretty soon I'm like, I got real close to him, and there was a big bunch of them hanging right there.
Well, this is, you know,
suckers down, and I was just like, I had a big pile of them against my shirt or against my suit, and I'm sitting there, and I was just tossing them back. I was even shy.
So I just want to mention, Patrick, you got the wrong date. So we're not going to a park tonight to see spaceships. Patrick, I thought you were going to a park tonight and get some shots of a spaceship. No, we're not going to a park. Our main event is actually in an apple orchard next Saturday night. So next Saturday night, Patrick, we'll be actually going live, and we'll be recording Ashtar Command spaceships. And speaking of pearls, I got a great idea. I can't believe this.
No pockets on the suits. I tried. Trust me, I tried. I tried, Commander. I did. I was even trying to hold one in between my fingers. I was going to bring it back with me.
What happened? Thank you for the hat, Laura.
I went back to the light. I was back in my clothes, and I had no more pearl.
You know? So I'm asking Commander Robar, could we have, when you come with the ships on the 13th, can you drop a few pearls down from the ship that we can? Can you drop? Because you know I'm growing watermelons on Earth, and I would like to grow some pearls. So I'm asking him right now why we have communications going here. I would like to get 1 or 2 pearl seeds, and I'll grow them in my hydroponic system in the house, and I'll grow some pearls. Is that possible? I'm going to listen right now and see what they say. You'll hear them. Are they agreeing to give me some pearls to put on to grow? Can I grow some pearls? If I can grow some pearls, I would be, I'm growing these 20, 30-pound watermelons this year and a 200-pound watermelon, but I've never grown a pearl before, a small pearl watermelon from our planet. So I want to be able to grow a pearl.
He's obsessed with these pearls. He's got to have one because they're like little baby watermelons. That's what they
He's probably
taste like,
saying,
guys.
it's probably saying my son, he's obsessed with a pearl. And I can see him. I can do an impression of my father. Son, you're obsessed with a pearl. You want a pearl? We'll give you one, but you have to grow one pearl to create many pearls. I'm being somewhat humorous tonight. I don't know what it is, the energy or whatever's going on here. I'm just overjoyed with happiness. I know there's a lot of serious things going on here, but you got me thrown off with the pearl thing, so there I had to go for it.
I had to tell you that because I was like, I wasn't even nice about it though. I was like inching over towards him because I watched him throw a couple in his mouth and they were just standing there, they were talking, they were pointing and stuff, and I didn't hear a word they were saying. I was focused on because it was a big bunch of them sitting there.
Right.
Like hanging all together like a big bunch of grapes, and I'm just watching those things,
Right.
listening to him. I'm shaking my head like I knew what I wasn't even hearing him. I was focused on those
Right.
pearls.
I mean, I'm almost like jealous. No, I'm just kidding. But you got to eat the pearls on the ship. So when we go on the ship, I'm planning to eat a pearl, and
You're
then
probably gonna eat a bunch of them because they're really good.
yeah. Now, when we say the word pearl on Earth, the word pearl means something different than the word pearl on the spaceship. A pearl on the spaceship is a watermelon. It's a very tiny watermelon. It's called a pearl. It's very sweet, and it doesn't come from Earth. It's called a pearl.
They're like the size of grapes, guys. They're really good.
Size of a grape.
And then they have these flowers called tahars, and the flowers have this it looks like almost like liquid metal inside of it. So it has a ball like at the bottom of it and then the leaves or the petals come out of it, and you squeeze that ball and this like juice comes up in it, and it tastes like pineapple juice. And then the stems to them have very strong healing properties to them. They're
Really?
actually, yeah, those are the ones that where my mom had showed me, like she put that slight cut on her hand and then she tested from that and it healed her skin immediately. Like they're really into like herbal healing, like healing from their natural resources.
Oh, beautiful. That's something. If I get one of those pearls, I can use the stems for healing, healing ailments and so forth, right?
The tahars have the healing,
the taharas do, okay.
Yeah.
Taharas.
They're called, I know they're hard to pronounce, tahar. I said I had to say it like 5 times before I got it right. Yes, they're called tahars.
Okay. Tahar.
Yeah, it's a flower.
So I'm going to have a tahar and a pearl.
Yes.
Okay, a tahar and a pearl. I think I'm getting it right.
Yeah. You got it.
There you go.
It took me like 5 times before I could pronounce it right. But they're really good. Like the petals on them are edible too. Like you eat the petals.
Oh, good.
It tastes like pineapple. It's really good.
Oh, good. So I think it's going to be all 5 of us when we go on the ship together, people. We're going to end up eating some really healthy food on the spaceship. So that's going to be interesting.
What's the flower called again, Commander?
A tahar.
It would be just that you were saying it, but you had to do the whole face while you're doing it.
Hey, Oh man, my whole energy vibration is so filled with joy and love right now. I mean, it always is, but but I still will have a tahar. And let me tell you something. When I have the tahar, It will get me, and I will go very far. And it won't be in a bar, but it'll be on a star.
You need to have a monocle and a top hat when you ask for that tahar. Can I have a tahar?
I think they're all laughing on the ship right now. I mean, you
They
can hear them better
probably
than I can. You know, I think we need to have them play a song about a tahar, a watermelon song.
are.
So I'm gonna pass it over to them. I don't think they know any watermelon songs about vegetables. I'm just gonna stump them. I don't think they'll find a song about watermelons or vegetables. If they do, I'd be very surprised. I mean, maybe they know more about our music than I do.
I don't know. I just work here, Commander.
Thank you for yeah, Spirit. I appreciate
You gotta
that.
put one of those hats on and then say tahar.
Yeah, I'll say it. If you put a hat on me, I'll say Tahar.
Put a
Somebody
hat on
put
the
a.
commander, somebody, so you can
I'll
say tahar.
I'll say it if you have put a hat on me. I'll say Tahar. 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 I just did that. Tahar, everybody. Tahar. 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 Oh my God. Tahar. Tahar. I just reached my.
Commander, there's things not right with you tonight.
What's happening? What are they saying on the ship?
I said there are things not right with you tonight, Commander. I can hear them
I
laughing. They're laughing. My other phone's lighting up and they're laughing. That's funny.
Oh my God. I am laughing so hard. I've got to, I have a feeling if I laugh any longer, I'm ready. I'm in my room right now. I'm so like, I'm in one of these modes right now that is unbelievable. I'm ready to go on the ship right now.
I
If,
wish you
and
could. I really do. That's the I
I,
like I really want you to because you would be so happy. I know you
I
would.
will. And I know we're going to go when we're going to go. But I guess, here's the human part of me. Oh, come on, let's go right now.
I
Let's go
know.
right now during the broadcast. Let's just like, can you have like a little like blue bubble that I can walk in, and then we'll keep the TikTok going, and then when I come back, it'll be on live. I got the charger going here, and you can just like lift me off the planet, and well, we'll get to meet my parents up there. I would just love to meet them. I want to give them hugs. It's hard to do that when you're sitting in front of a telephone screen on TikTok. It is kind of hard to do. But it's all good. It's all good. We have to laugh a little bit, because we're having such a big event coming up next weekend that we just have to realize that we're all going to be together in a field at night, and some beautiful things are going to be happening. Thank you, Raxi.
I mean, if not anything, it's just going to be nice for our group to be together.
Yeah.
It really is to reconnect and for all of us to, the energy is going to be fantastic that night.
Oh God, yeah. It's going to be. I think since I've been on TikTok and met all the beautiful people I've met, and I met so many beautiful people all over the world, and here and right in Connecticut, it's going to be the most profound evening of all. Like I said, Kit Kat from Long Island. We have Chesno. We have yourself, myself. We have our Ashtar Command ground crew, Grace, and everybody coming. My friend Greg and Elaine, who are not on internet. They don't have any TikTok. They don't like social media platforms, but they're very beautiful people, and you'll get to meet them. And we have a very good grouping of people here that are very dedicated to the cosmic Christed levels. We're not doing interviews tonight or being people up tonight, but we are taking questions in the comments. This is a Q&A session, so we are taking your questions here. On other nights like Saturday night, we'll actually have people that can come up here and join us and talk and share and your encounters and so forth and questions. But if you have any questions related to the Ashtar Command and with the contact and things happening, we're happy to answer your questions here on the show. Absolutely. And I also say that we love everybody here. Our mission work as Ashtar Commanders, Commander April. I'm now calling her Commander April. I think she deserves to be called Commander April. I've known her long enough that I'm now confident and feel comfortable calling you Commander April.
Okay, Commander. Two commanders.
You are a
Eating
commander.
tahars.
Yes, a commander eating tahars and also pearls. I won't eat earth-based pearls because they'll break my teeth. But I will eat the pearls on the spaceship, which are actually watermelons. Don't ever eat a pearl on Earth that is called a pearl, because it's not the same thing as a pearl on a spaceship. That's grown in the gardens. It really isn't. But and we've been talking about a lot of things tonight, answering as many questions as we can. It'll break your teeth. That's right, Aaron. And the thing we want people to know is that there's really a lot of stuff going on. We do have a sense of humor because we are doing so much serious stuff on the planet. Our family on the ships our Ashtar Command personnel. Seriously, there's a lot of stuff going down now because we're at the final stages of contact. We really are. You got to keep the humor. James is saying that's true. And again, because the humor allows us, because we're doing so much serious work now, and we're all having experiences. James had his experiences just the other night. Oh, our family's playing music again. So everybody listen up. Let's bring the phone closer to the phone.
Hang on, let me get to it.
Yeah.
I'm doing that. I'm getting there.
This is coming on our space family right now. They're playing this song from the spaceship. Ooh. Is your phone near the phone?
Yeah, I gotta do it now.
Oh, there you go. This is being played by the Ashtar Command. They just turned the music on from the spaceship. Stars. Ooh. And again, this is the Ashtar Command playing music on April 2nd phone, which is connected to the communication links on the spaceship. And that was from our family on the ship playing music through the second phone that April has. If you're not sure what's going on here, our families on the ship chose the song, and that song is a beautiful song, has a beautiful message, and I thank them for choosing that. And again, I forgot what I was talking about before this started. That threw me completely off.
I don't know. We were talking about tars. That's all I know. And you were getting hats.
I guess we went from
We're talking
Tahars and
about
hats
Dr.
to
Joy.
Coldplay. Thank you. I don't know if my father selected that or my sisters or whoever on the ship selected it. Thank you. Thank you. And what I want people to know who are new to the show here on Ashtar Command Q&A, that we are absolutely, all of us are communicating together. We have many, many, many space people watching the show right now, many more than you know. Now, if you want to ask me how can they monitor or watch the show, they have the ability to watch the show. There are probably, I mean, I can't even imagine hundreds of thousands of space people watching this show right now. And again, I would absolutely, without even having to know that to be true. So the audience on our show is not just physically here in the room, but they're on spaceships, they are on starships, and they're watching the show tonight when we're on. Lots of them, lots of people, men, women, children. They're watching Encounters, Ashtar Command Q&A from the spaceship. That's pretty amazing, you know?
And
It is
also,
pretty amazing.
too, guys, those of you who don't know, who have been waiting to hear, we have announced our fifth, and our fifth is Chesno.
Right. That's something we should re-announce because we announced at the beginning of the show. Chesno, who's in Connecticut, is our fifth person that the Ashtar Command on the ships chose, and he will be going on the ships with us. He'll be with us in the field on the 13th next weekend, and we're hoping to have all of us together. I know April, myself, Kit Kat, Chesno, and the other person, Johnny, who's in New Jersey. We're hoping some miracle happens where he will be in the field with us too. So we're hoping to have all five of us in the same place at the same time, which is really important. And yeah,
It's going to be a good time.
it's going to be a good time, and we're going to be having all our ground crew with us from the Ashtar Command Contact Program, Grace, and we have other people that are making sure they're going to be there. I invited Colin Andrews, who's a well-known crop circle researcher. I've sent him photos of the ships, and he was amazed at the stuff that's going on. He just cannot be, he cannot join us. He's going to be busy that weekend. But I know a lot of really good people, and they know what's happening. I have a friend in California, in LA, who's produced movies in Hollywood. He also has written books about the star people, and he's speaking at some UFO conference on the West Coast, and he knows about what's going on. Monique says, "Do you think our government will interfere?" No, the government cannot interfere. The Ashtar Command ships are going to prevent the government from interfering with what's going on. Well, maybe they could pick up Johnny Kit Kat. Maybe they could, you know. If he can't make it up by car, maybe they can transport him over to the field. You know what? That's not an impossibility. But for terms of the government to be serious about that, we are well protected. The government cannot interfere with the spaceships that are going to be in the skies over the field that night. And just to let people know, there'll be several Ashtar Command spaceships over the field. Now, I'm
Yeah.
not saying in the field.
Yeah, and just so everybody knows, Mikey travels with me everywhere I go. So if I'm traveling out there, Mikey will be right along with me.
Yeah, Spirit says, "Hey, yeah, Spirit, can't pick me up. I'll be a standby." Just kidding. And Karen Pratt says, "Are they aware though?" Well, we've actually, our spaceship, our command has blocked them from watching our show. The government cannot watch our program. Our program is being protected. Every night I'm on here, our program is protected now because we are now we've made for the last few months we've made contact with our families on the spaceship. April's been the initiator of being brought in Vermont on the ship, and she was the contactee that contacted me through my show when we met early on a few months ago. Then I met Kit Kat, then I met Chesno in person, and I've met Johnny through this, and that's how it'll happen. So the government cannot interfere with us. They tried to do it, and they've been blocked from watching our show. So the government, in terms of your question, are not able to interfere with our program at all. We are well protected. We're well protected.
Yeah, they tried. They tried a couple. What was it? 3 weeks ago or so. They tried to
Edit,
interfere
take
with the.
care.
Yeah, and they interrupted the broadcast and everything. There was a loud noise that came through the phones, and they put a stop to it immediately.
Yeah. I just want to say good night, Edic. Thanks for being here, brother. Have a good night. So we're well protected. The one thing about our governments on the planet, they don't realize that our space family has a lot of power to prevent electronic interference of our show. Any interference from our show will be blocked.
Yep.
So I can tell you right now that we came to Earth in this human bodysuit, and we're totally activated. I know April is, I know Kit Kat is, I know Johnny is, and I know Chesno's fully activated, and many of you are fully activated. Many of you watching this are fully activated, right? You know who you are. You know why you're here. There are some of you that are just learning as to what's going on, which is fine. You're another wave of light that has come in the bodysuit of the human form, and you want to learn now. You're curious. You're wanting to know what's happening, right? You want to understand what's going on, right? And you will in time. You will. You just have to allow yourself the time to be away from everything around you. Take time for yourself. Be in a space of quietness. Be in a space of meditation within. And in that Christed meditation, allow yourself to be at total peace and harmony with the universe. And you'll see such a beautiful flow of light that will embrace you, within you, without you. The foundation of love, the foundation of change and transformation is something so greater than us. When we can understand our full beingness of why we're here, it goes beyond our mind, beyond the things we understand. And what we're doing now is our consciousness is expanding so quickly in a nanosecond. Everything is downloading so quickly that you have to be able to take time to absorb it, to be able to understand it, right? My teachings on Earth, speaking now in commandership within the Ashtar Command realm on Earth, is that each of you will have the abilities to embrace and interact with the many, many star people throughout the multiverse that are coming to Earth. And there are many, many, many. I'm actually going to set up a new goal here. And I'm going to set up a new goal here because I don't have a new goal. I'm going to actually do a different kind of hat. I actually am going to do the cowboy hat. It looks like kind of a disco hat for some reason. I don't know why I like that, but I'm putting the disco hat on to help support my work here. I've just pinned it. I'm pinning it right now. You'll see this light hat with a red ribbon around it. If you support what we're doing, you can do that if you want to support. Also, I would suggest support April. April, what is your app for support to help you get down here in terms of accommodations and so forth? What is that? If
Sorry.
people want to send you your Cash App, what's your Cash App while you're on the show? I want
My
people to
Cash App,
support April too.
is pinned on my on my page. There's Cash App and PayPal. You can go right on my
Okay.
page, and it's pinned right underneath me.
So please support her. She's come all the way up from near the northern Vermont, near the Canadian border. and it takes the expense to get a room for the two nights she's going to 2 days she's going to be here, and any support you can give her on my show, I'm really encouraging it because she's a beautiful soul, and we need to make sure she has a room. Yeah, so that's my thing there about that. And but in terms of everything we're doing on the planet, it's really important that, like we said earlier, we are all part of one. We're all part of a synergy of one love, one energy, one light. And that light, as the light is ignited in our hearts, we are able to transform everything on our planet, you know. And if we work together, and one of the things our space family wants you to do is to be activated, motivated, even if it's the littlest tiny thing, like it could be pile of garbage in a beautiful wooded area. Just somebody threw it there. Just those little acts of helping the planet make a big difference. You might not think it's a big deal, but it is. It might be that it could be a lot of different things. Like I said, it could be two people, a couple that are homeless on a street, and people just keep passing them by and passing them by, and they don't even stop. But that little light that you give them, that's food, that little bit of food or whatever they need, you give them, could make their life change. And that's what we are in the Ashtar Command on Earth. We have to utilize the things on Earth that we have. And, we might not have all the equipment to clean up the environment in our hands, but there are certain things we can do to help our space family on Earth and be that light and be that hope for others, right? Isn't that the essence of who we are? Isn't that the essence of where we want to be? I think it's really important. I hear them speaking.
That was beautifully said, Commander.
I hear them speaking now.
I thought I heard them say yes, but I wasn't. I was shuffling. I couldn't hear.
Yeah, they're speaking right now as I'm quiet.
Oh, that's background noise that you're hearing.
Oh, okay. It's background noise. Okay,
Yeah,
I
that's
thought there
my
was.
my kids are watching TV.
Oh, your kids are watching TV. Okay, that threw me off. All right. Okay, but yeah, it's just that is what we need to do, you know. And if we do that, it'll make such a big difference in our planetary system here.
That's so
You know.
beautifully said, Commander. That really is. I mean, giving back to others, and it's like it comes from within ourselves to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
like the big thing, like for me this week has been just like forgiveness, and not taking in negativity and working on myself. I think that's a huge one too. Because I think it's important that we all work on ourselves. That way,
Mm-hmm.
once we start healing ourselves, we can help heal other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Paranormal Ghostbusters says, "Are you in America or Canada?" We're both in the United States, but I'd rather say I'm on planet Earth.
I'm
You
in
know,
both, kind of. I live right next to the
she,
Canadian
she,
border.
she's right. Me personally, I even though I'm in what you call America, I would say I'm on planet Earth. I'm more interested now in looking at the whole planet as one planet, as opposed to countries. So I would
Yes.
say in the Ashtar Command level of consciousness, I'm on planet Earth. That we are Earthians on the one planet. And as we learn to live in harmony with other planetary systems in the universe, we are one planet of light, one planet of love, one planet of Christ consciousness, one planet connected to Source, one planet that is going into a different level of understanding. The Mother Earth is a living sentient being, as all planets are, and that we are now going to honor our planet as all planets are honored that are created by the Creator, no matter where they are. You see,
You guys
so
have
I'm
to
on
give
planet Earth.
you guys have to give the commander a hat so he can say Tahar.
I have only one hat taken of that hat with the red ribbon around it. But if someone gives me hats, I will
He's
say
gonna
Tahar.
say Tahar.
If I get 7 more hats, I will say Tahar. But I don't think I'm getting 7 more hats for some reason. I don't know why. Tar. Tar.
That was funnier. My dog barks every time you say it.
Oh my gosh, tar. Your dog's barking when I say tar.
Every time you say it, my dog going roo.
Oh my gosh, I'm making your
My
dog
dog's
bark.
hearing you and he's
I have,
barking
I
every time you
have,
say it.
I have that much influence over your dog over in Vermont. So so I've got like 5 more hats.
Come on.
5. Oh, 5 more hats to go, but those hats will not go anywhere. I know you want me to say that word. I'm not saying it unless I get 5 more hats to help. I am the commander, and I do have a sense of humor, and I do also have a serious side of me that is about the work that we have to do. But those hats are just sitting getting dust right now, and I can't say that word because I don't see a hat. But if anybody wants to take a hat, I will say that word.
Every time the commander's saying it, my dog going roo. You're hearing
So
the
if you want April's dog to bark, then I need that other 5 hats to be taken. I know we can do it. I do believe that. Tar.
Sorry.
That's right.
It's the whole face that you make when you do it.
I wonder what they're doing on the spaceship. Are they looking at me and laughing right now?
Probably are.
Tar. This show might go viral because I'm doing the tar thing. Now, how many tar? Man, I'm gonna get dizzy in a while. No, I better not say that. Jersey for Life says I'm supposed to say yeehaw. Tar. Oh man.
Now say tar.
Tar. That's a nice rose. That's a beautiful rose. Thank you, Gio. Thank you. Thank you for all the gifts. I have 2 more hats going, and the commander. I'm fully energized here. I'm amped up. And another rose, JC. Thank you for the rose, JC Essence. I appreciate that. You people are beautiful, man. You're all bunch of beautiful souls here, and I have enough energy now where if I get 2 more hats, I'll say that word twice. I'm willing to say that word twice. I just need 2 people to take those hats and put them on my head.
They're all tar.
Tar! And we have 104,000 people, 105,000, and I have 1 more hat left. Who's going to be the lucky person to take that hat and make me say Tahar? Thank you for the cap. We appreciate it. My eyes are like fired up. Tahar. I love everybody here. This is Encounters, the Q&A session. We do have a little bit of sense of humor here. I'm on fire, Karen said. That's right. You better watch out because the commander's on fire. And that's why we're going to transform the planet.
You guys got to take that last hat. Somebody does.
Tar. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Did that come over your phone?
I can hear them laughing. I can hear them laughing.
On the spaceship?
My phone's lighting up and I can hear them laughing.
I'm really, I'm just really, our mothers and fathers and sisters and brothers are laughing on the spaceship. I'm actually adding caps. Since there is not a spaceship here in terms of gifting, I'm putting on the baseball cap. I'm confirming it. So for those that like cosmic baseball on Encounters, I've just pinned it up, and definitely. And you have 1,004. You have 1,400 likes there, April. That's really beautiful.
Well, thank you guys.
Yep. And we actually thank you. Tar. I go into a whole nother thing when that happens to me. I don't know what it is. My consciousness shifts. You know, tar, tar. I said it twice. Oh my gosh. I got to have some control over this. I don't know why on the ships they're not telling me to talk about something. They're sitting on the ships watching me say this word tahar.
They're
And
laughing. They probably don't understand why you're saying it, but it's the whole face while you're doing it. That's what's funny.
when I go on the spaceship with all five of us, when I greet them, I'm going to say, "I'm happy to see you, tahar."
Are we gonna think something's wrong with you and put you in a med bed?
They'll put me in a med bed. I don't know why I'm in such a sense of humor tonight, but I'm just like, I was being so serious earlier. I don't know what happened.
It's just the goofiness. It's because it's getting late.
But no, I really appreciate everybody. There are certain things that we're doing that I think are
He's
going
on the
to.
juice.
I'm on the juice. I'm not even drinking. I have some tea here. I'm not even drinking apple cider tonight.
Oh no, the commander said apple cider what?
No, I'm drinking. I'm drinking sweet tea. So yeah. But I think that we have so many things to look forward to. Like I said, seriously though, I think based on what I understand, I think within 6 months after the event on the 13th, at some point we're all going to be coming together on the spaceship. So to get back to seriousness, I think that's something that we are all going to, in our expertise in our areas that we have knowledge of, we're going to learn different things. Like April has been to below the oceans to the space cities. She's been and she's seen the cities in the clouds that they have built, our families have built to live on. She's been in the living ship. She's been in the working ship. She's been in the weather ship. So she's been, the beautiful part it is that she brings back information. Her security cams take pictures, and she has documented things that relate to what's happening. So the beautiful part about April is that in her mission, bringing back that information to us, you get to see documented proof of everything that is going on with the Ashtar Command, and they want everything to be honest and truthful. Our families want people to know that we exist, we're here, and I think that's the most important thing, that that, and there are many more fleets of spaceships that are coming to Earth. There are many more fleets, and they're not even here yet, but there are many more fleets coming in to our planet that are from our Christed levels of light from the Ashtar Command, which happens to represent many different planetary systems of peace and love. So that's something that people, should understand, that's the most important thing you can understand about what's happening here. And if anyone has any questions, please do ask us, because we are doing Q&A as much as we're talking. Maybe we missed a question here or there. Just a wonderful, yes, our near future. Yes, Yaya Spirit. Just a wonderful preliminary sights of our near future. Absolutely.
Yeah, guys, and after big contact happens, guys, this isn't just going to be, for us. It's going to be for everybody. You guys are going to have choice of where you guys want to be, and after when the shift happens and big contact happens, guys, they're going to allow us to be able to live in the oceans or live up in these sky cities, because let's face it, our lands are overpopulated, but we'll be able to spread out across our world now. We'll be able to have these privileges to go to these places and live. Those will be our choices, and it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah. Someone asked me if I'm on every night. We're on most nights at 11 p.m. usually. Some nights earlier. Some nights, we don't get on 11. We get on 11:30, And we are also during the week trying to do some daytime broadcasts in the morning. And we're catching a lot of new people on our show here. We do Friday nights for our Ashtar Command show with our space family, and they're always watching the show regardless of what night I'm on. But this is the night where they get to interact and play music if they wish to speak. April will hear them speak if they say something because she has the phone right there. She can hear every word they're saying versus being this far away on this end of it. Technically, I can't always hear everything they're saying, although I have heard them speak, and they speak English. Our family can speak English, our language here on Earth.
Yeah, the next time I come on with the commander, I will be on that phone. That way you guys can actually hear them if they are speaking. You guys will be able to hear them too if you have earbuds in.
Yeah,
You should be able to hear them. It's just
yeah,
I have
and
because they're playing music and stuff tonight. I
yeah,
put the
tonight,
phone
yeah,
away from me so that way you guys know that
right.
I'm not doing it.
And so when she does use that phone, and we're on live, they can actually speak, and you'll hear them through that other phone because they've actually linked up to the frequency of the phone to be able to utilize it to speak and share information. So eventually, we will have more of that interaction of them verbally speaking on the phone, so that you can hear, and they can also directly at that point maybe answer some of your questions from the spaceship. So we're working on that, trying to facilitate and figure out how that's going to work. Um, we're getting to like 1:30 a.m. in the morning on a Friday morning into Saturday. Well, it's actually Saturday. I wanted to ask them, and I want to get there since they're here now. I can't not forget this. I should have asked it earlier. Is we have an eclipse coming up on the 8th on Earth, the 8th of April on our planet. I wanted to know what Commander Robar or Luna or your father on the ship,
I did ask them
uh,
about it.
what did they say about the eclipse?
They suggested that we stay in, like we had planned on doing.
So stay in. I'll be working that day. So if you're wondering about the eclipse, the command is suggesting we stay in. And why are they suggesting that? Just so people know.
Because the moon isn't the moon in this eclipse.
Really, what is it?
They didn't say. That's all they said. Is the moon isn't the moon.
Really?
They suggested that we stayed in.
Okay.
I told them I didn't like
Interesting.
the energy, and I asked them about it, and they said the moon isn't the moon, and to stay in. That's what they said.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stay in my building at work. I'm not going to go outside then. I'm not going to go outside and look at anything. I'm going to stay in.
I just
If
don't,
the command,
I don't want to
if the
create
command,
anything.
if they're saying stay in, I would trust the judgment of our space family to tell us to stay in and build, not look at not go out. I will stay in. There's got to be a reason for it.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I'm listening. I'm not going out. I'm not letting my
Yeah.
family out. So
Yeah. Not going out. I can't control the rest of my family, what they're going to do. Um, I could suggest it. I don't know if they'll listen to me on that part, but yeah, so I'm going to stay in. I think the guidance off planet I think is very clear. There's no hidden agendas. They're telling us they're on the spaceships. They know probably a lot more than we do about what's happening with this eclipse, and yeah, I think I'm going to go with that.
I didn't get any more information. I wish I had, but that's what they said. So sometimes they're very cryptic at the things that they tell me, but all they told me was the moon wasn't the moon, and because I told them I didn't like the way it felt because I felt weird because of it, and they said that I had every right to feel like that, and that they said the moon wasn't the moon. So
It's funny you say that because there was one night when I came on live and I said the thing that was in the sky that's supposed to be the moon looked weird. It looks like it wasn't the crescent moon was in a weird position,
yeah,
and it didn't look like the regular moon that we have.
I
That
thought the
is
same thing. I thought the same
something.
exact same. I
It
just don't like
wasn't.
the way it's been feeling. The energy has been super weird from it.
Yeah, it is weird. I would recommend this, not because I have any agenda. I'm not. I've seen all the other TikTok fear-based things, but I think the Ashtar Command, if they tell us to stay in, they're coming from a place of love and understanding on the ships that we have no idea, what's happening. So yeah, I would take that advice. I certainly would. It seems to me to be the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And there'll be plenty of other things after that that will be beautiful. But I think we need to stay in and get through the 8th and get really well focused on the 13th. Um, yeah, I just want to get through the 8th of August, and I'm not August, 8th of, I don't know why I said that, 8th of April. I think that's what we need to do, is really stay focused on that.
Yeah. And Commander, you owe me pizza too.
We're going to have pizza. I told one of
My
my
birthday's a few days after, so.
yeah, we're going to definitely, earlier that day, we have a couple pizza places, and you'll get to meet a couple of us during the day, and we'll probably can go locally for some pizza. There's some good pizza places here.
So I've been told you guys got some really good pizza down there.
Oh
Can't
yeah,
wait
we
to
do.
try it.
And it doesn't have to be in New Haven. Pizza places in general in Connecticut, for even in this area, there's a lot of good pizza places locally. So yeah,
Okay.
we'll definitely make sure you and your daughter, with our friends, we'll get a big pizza about 20 feet long. No, I'm just kidding you.
With some pearls.
A pearl pizza. Yes,
Wouldn't that be a good birthday present? They dropped us down a couple bags of those pearls. We'll be fighting over them, Commander. We
right.
will be.
You know,
It's so
this is
good.
what I'm thinking, because we're in Connecticut and we have some of the best pizza in the nation. I was thinking that maybe we can bring. We have a thing called Pepe's, and Sally's makes the best Italian pizza in the country. So I don't know if they eat pizza on the spaceships, but we could bring them a pizza pie.
We could.
It has cheese on it, but no, we can do a vegetarian pizza potentially. You know, who knows? But yeah, we're gonna definitely do some pizza. Yeah, Sally's. James says Sally's is very famous. They're on Worcester Street. I've eaten at Sally's. I've eaten at Modern, and also Pepe's. Those are the three that are most well known in the country for pizza. Yeah,
Well, I know I'm bringing you guys down some of our famous maple syrup.
maple syrup. My wife will enjoy. My daughter loves it. I love maple syrup, so yeah, that'll be beautiful. I love maple syrup, especially on pancakes and stuff.
Oh yeah,
And you know
the
what? You
Vermont maple
you can
syrup
eat,
though. It's the
and
best.
and I think that might be a good thing for a pizza pie, like a maple syrup on a pizza pie.
They would probably do it down here. They have these maple festivals that they make maple everything. It's
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
Mm.
Maple cotton candy is amazing down here.
Maple cotton candy. Oh my gosh. I used to live in Vermont, so I know I used to always have maple syrup when I went to college up there. So
So
yeah.
you know it's good.
Oh yeah, it's the best. So we're going to be on all night tonight. We're going on till 6 a.m. in the morning, and this will be the longest broadcast I've done. No, I'm just kidding you.
All right. I'm out of here.
Okay, take care. Thanks for being here, everybody.
I
I'll still
love
be
you
on here for
guys.
minutes. April, we'll see you. April will be doing her regular broadcasts whenever she does them during the day or whatever. And everybody have a great night. I'm going to still be here. If you haven't gifted me any, and also April, before you go, let people know your Cash App to help you raise money for the hotel room.
It's $sign at our $sign April Clockston. That's my Cash App, and my
Say it one
PayPal is pinned.
say it one more time for people. If anyone wants to help April in that way, please do.
My
As head
last
of,
name is really hard to spell, so just go on my site and you'll see it. It's pinned right on my right underneath my name, or right
Mhm.
underneath Friends with Fairies. You'll see it.
Okay, good.
And
I'll let
thank
you
you
go.
all.
And I have a feeling you're going to be going on the ship in the next few nights. I don't know why I get that, but every time I'm not trying, I don't get any ideas. You're taking her on the ship, not me. I'm sitting here suggesting she's going on the ship, and I'll hear all about it when you come back. That's exactly what happens.
And he
Uh,
does too. Every time he says it, I end up going somewhere in my
yeah,
pajamas.
yeah. And the oil change has been covered, so that's good.
Yes,
That's
that's
good.
done.
All right.
All right.
Very good. Okay. Take care. Have a good sleep. If you don't go on the ship tonight, have a good sleep. So if she goes on the ship tonight, she might be able to stay on the ship all night and have a good sleep. But she has her family in the house. I don't know how that's going to work too well. You folks are great. We've had a great show. It's getting to be about 1:37 a.m. I thank you all for joining us in our Ashtar Command Q&A, and also I want to thank they're listening right now, Commander Robar, Luna, Nakanuk, and everybody on the spaceship. I want to thank you for being here, and I want to thank all the people here that's watching this show for being here. You're all a blessing, and really you are. Susan, thank you for the Kogi. Thank you for the dog. We appreciate that. We appreciate all your gifts, the help. We appreciate your support to help April get down here. She's going to get down here, but to get her the place to stay at the hotel, please definitely go to her Cash App on Friends with Fairies profile and do help her, people. The commander is asking you to do that. And this show is a really popular program. And I don't just do that I would do that for anybody that was in that situation. So please do that for her. Okay. Other than that, I want to say good night. I'm ready to, basically go off planet, and much love to everybody. Really, be love, act like love, be light, be everything. Be just good to your brothers and sisters. Get rid of ego if you have any left. Any jealousy, get rid of that. Just be love. Just be love. Good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow night at some point, probably towards 11. This has been Encounters, the Ashtar Command Q&A. We'll have Q&A every Friday night with the Ashtar Command with our space family off planet. Our space family watches the show every night, and even though you don't think they're watching, they are watching the show every night and protecting the show from the spaceships. So good night, everybody. Best blessings to you, Rod, all my moderators, Chesno, everybody. Have a great day tomorrow. Have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.